I live in Northwest WA. It's a town called Exmouth. It's on the Ningaloo Reef. So Ningaloo Reef is like World Heritage listed fringing reef, which is honestly, I've been all over the world, and I think that our reef is the most pristine for many reasons.
I've been blown away by the whale footage that you post on Instagram, and you'll mention something casual like, oh, afternoon swim, as if the whales are just, I don't know if they live there, if that's just part of their migratory.
Yeah, no, so every year we have a huge migration, like the same migration of humpback whales that come here every season. The first ones show up in about June, and they go, so we live on a peninsula, right? And the Ningaloo Reef is on the western side of the peninsula. And they come up, they swim up from the Antarctic feeding grounds to warm waters to have their calves. And so they're coming up and they're having their babies and they're nursing and they're playing. And it's crazy time of year because it's like really special time of year, but they become very vulnerable in the way that, like, they've obviously got a newborn calf in an area that we have orca as well, like orcas and tiger sharks and everything. And every year the orcas will actively hunt like a number of the humpback calves. And it happens every year, and quite a few of the humpbacks, like the mums, travel with what's called an escort male, which is basically like a protector of them and like a bit of a partner. And what happens is the calf will stay with the mum, and then the orcas will often go to attack the calf. And every now and then the orcas will get a calf, and then also sometimes the humpbacks will defend themselves, and because they're much bigger, obviously, and the calves and them will get away. And so that all goes on the west side. And then around now, like August, September, they'll swim around the top of the peninsula into our Gulf. So the Exmouth Gulf, which is equally as ecologically important. So it's like unique, super unique mangrove systems, super unique nursing ground, like one of its kind in Australia for not only the humpback whales, but dugongs, lots of different species of sharks and rays and turtles. And right now, like August, September, those whales just sit in the Gulf with their calves or in pods of adults, and they just play all afternoon. And this year in particular, they are super curious. So like we've been going out on the stand-up paddleboard or the jet ski or the boat and just turning the engine off, and you can hear whales for like as far as you could imagine. They are everywhere, and they'll just pop up right next to you. And it's so special. It's like one of the main reasons I wanted to live here, because it's just such an incredible, like it's such an incredible part, like that combines how special the Ningaloo is on the other side. The only issue at the moment is that because the Gulf doesn't have World Heritage listing like the West Side does, which protects it from things like industrialization, we constantly get threats from like oil and gas or like commercial companies that are trying to like dredge it and put in like things that would just destroy the ecosystem. So a lot of us here are really fighting at the moment to get more protection for the Gulf side, because it's just as important as the West side. Like at the moment, there's like a salt mine. They're trying to literally dredge a mangrove system that's full of incredible marine life to put in a salt mine where the salt would be exported overseas and not benefit us at all. And Exmouth itself in the northwest of Australia is one of the only regions in this whole area that isn't ruined by oil and gas ports. And so we're really fighting to keep it as is, because we've got a worldly renowned tourism industry. And we're really fighting to like protect it and keep it as is, and not let all the big corporations come in and just like take it, and wreck it for us. So it's very, very special, but we're all constantly like trying to protect it.